We're back with another episode of the Easy Breezy Boss Life. Today, you will hate me because I will likely be telling you not to hire a VA yet because you may not be ready yet. In this episode, I will give you the 5 signs you are not ready to hire a virtual assistant. Hiring a VA is a milestone. It's the moment you stop being a solo grinder and you start being a CEO. But here's the truth bomb. Not everyone who calls themselves CEO is actually ready for the responsibility. Not everyone who christens themselves as the leader of their business is actually ready for the responsibility. Just because you want to have a team doesn't mean you can lead it. And it's not a question of being able to afford a team either. Chances are, if you think your money is going to make your team loyal to you, it's very likely your VA is throwing curse lines after they finish their Zoom call with you. I'm sorry, they actually hate you. It's just that maybe they haven't staged a mutiny yet. Not yet, so don't wait for that to happen. Okay, if you recognize yourself in these 5 signs, please do a favor for the virtual assistants of the world. Do not hire yet. Work on yourself first. Number 1 sign that you are not ready to hire a VA. You have zero accountability, or you have selective accountability. If your first instinct when something goes wrong is to point a finger rather than look in the mirror, you are not ready. Your virtual assistant is there to execute your vision and follow your lead. If you can't take ownership of your own messy instructions or poor planning, you'll end up being a toxic leader. Leadership starts with, it's my responsibility. So if you have a weekly video publishing schedule, but you can't even bring yourself to following a recording schedule, just stop. Because I know for sure when your VA is asking you to send them the raw video file that needs to be edited, you are going to get mad that your VA is following up on you. That highlights your inefficiency and that hurts your ego. Oh my, the audacity of reminding me that I'm late. I'm the CEO. For goodness sake, how rude. You're just my VA. Remember your place. That's how you're going to respond? Now let me say what your poor VA cannot say to your face. Are you not the leader of your business? Shouldn't leaders lead by example? So if you delay the sending of the raw video file to be edited, do not get mad that the delivery of your edited video will also be delayed. You hired a virtual assistant, not a magician. So do your VA a favor and fix yourself before you ask others to fix your mess for you. Are we clear now? If you can't respect proper work lead time, you are not ready to hire a VA. Okay, let's go to number 2 sign you are not ready to hire a VA yet. You are a professional blame shifter. Blame shifting is the cousin of no accountability. If a project fails and you immediately blame the VA without looking at the broken system you provided, I'll be honest with you, you are the bottleneck. You are the bottleneck. The virtual assistant that you hire is a multiplier. They multiply what you give them. So let's remember our basic math from high school. 0 multiplied by any number is still, that's right, it's still 0. So if you give your team 0, guess how much they give back? Yes, it is still 0. If you give them chaos and blame them for the resulting mess, you're just looking for a scapegoat, not an assistant. So unless you can cross your heart and hope to die, you swear you are not a blame shifter, don't hire a VA yet. Learn to take ownership first before you form your team. Let's go to number 3 sign you are not ready to hire a VA yet. You have no budget or you delay payments. Okay, I'll be honest. This one is non-negotiable. If you are waiting for a client to pay you so you can pay your team, you don't have a business. You have a cash flow crisis. Your virtual assistant depends on their income to put food on their tables. Delaying payments or hiring when you are financially unstable is disrespectful to the hustle and the person helping you grow your business. But if you do experience a cash flow crisis, at least be transparent with your team. Let them know what's up and let them know that you're trying to fix the cash flow problem. And then, unless you fix your cash flow, don't hire yet because you are not ready. Next is number 4, sign that you're not ready to hire a VA yet. You expect a mind reader, not an assistant. If you think hiring a VA means you can stop explaining things thoroughly, you are in for a shock. If you don't have the time to create a simple SOP or a Loom video with your instructions, you do not have time to have a VA. Expecting someone to just know how you like things done without training or feedback, that is just a recipe for frustration on both sides. In my experience of nearly 20 years in this industry of remote work, I found that the most efficient clients, the most efficient bosses, the bosses we love, the clients that we just love to work with, are the ones who can explain the task well enough that we actually get what they want done. So those who have clarity in their heads and can effectively communicate the same clarity to their team, those are the ones who can succeed in having and building a team. If you cannot scoop your ideas from your head and put that in a Loom video or in a Google Doc to endorse to your VA, get some clarity first. Now, let me tell you, it's not that your idea sucks or that the task concept is invalid. It's also possible that it's not ripe yet. You can still continue developing it until it reaches a stage where it is ready to be handed off for your team to execute. So if you cannot explain yourself well, if you cannot pitch the task to another person with clarity, then don't hire a VA yet. You're not ready. Practice your communication skills first before you take on a leadership role. Practice your communication skills first before you take on a leadership role or call yourself the CEO. And finally, sign number 5 that you're not ready to hire a VA yet. You cannot let go of the steering wheel. In other words, you're not ready to delegate. If you hire a virtual assistant, but then you spend 3 hours checking a task that took them 30 minutes to do, you are wasting everyone's time. If you cannot trust another human being to handle a task without you turning into a helicopter, you aren't looking for a VA. You're looking for a mirror. Growth requires delegation, and delegation requires trust. If in the initial delegation, you give your task instructions and it doesn't get implemented correctly, take on the leadership role and examine 2 things. Number 1, did I assign the task correctly, completely, and with enough lead time for execution? Or number 2, did I assign this task to the right person? Depending on your answer, you adjust the way you lead your virtual assistant. And if your next question is, how do I adjust my instructions? I can't make it any more clear than that. It was super duper clear already. If that's how you react, then stop right there. Just fire your entire team already. You need to look for a team who will tolerate your inability to lead, because if you yourself cannot realize how to improve your leadership style, you can never mentor your people to follow your vision. The bottom line is, hiring a VA is a partnership. If you aren't ready to be a professional, stable, and accountable leader, just keep working solo. Any virtual assistant worth their digital weight in skill and competence deserve leaders. They deserve leaders, not just any bozo out there claiming to be a CEO of their business, but can't even delegate simple repetitive tasks. Oh, and here's a bonus. Sign number 6 that you're not ready to hire a VA. If you got offended in any way after watching this episode, that is also a sign that you are not ready to hire a VA. The only thing I can tell you is I wish you the clarity to grow the right way, because you can be a bad boss or a good boss. Last time I checked, the bad bosses hired and lost their virtual assistants after exhibiting their bad behavior. And the bad bosses never learn, and they never leverage their time. What could have been a fruitful relationship with a virtual assistant would always turn sour. So if you've hired and fired or had your VA resign at least 3 times in the last year, you have a problem. However, if you didn't have any of the signs we listed above, go right ahead and hire your first VA already. Someone amazing out there is waiting for you to become their boss. So don't keep them waiting. Thanks for listening in. I'm Lisa Sabala. You should also watch this next video and learn how to delegate like a boss. See you there.